Truth in movies and fiction, and lies in the news. Is that to say that there's a man in a dark bat suit gallivanting around at night? I don't know, is there? Who's to say there is or there isn't? Right? Daughters of the American Revolution. Darth Vader. Because if Luke Skywalker is Christ, 77. And Han Solo is the Christ before common, 77. Now, if in the film, because they reverse all things, 77. If in the film, the aim was to get, the father would like the son to rule the galaxy with him, right? In reality, what might that mean? And if they reverse all things, and if the Father rules heaven, and they consider this their playground, as above, so below, 3 above, 3 below, 3 up, 3 down, end of an inning. If that's what they consider, does it make any rational sense a man would be running anything here? Does it make any sense? No. Makes no sense. And logical is 42. You better believe it. Because it makes no sense, none, to sit there and say, all these 33s and the 33s and the Masonic logo are all happenstance. Nothing to see here. We don't know how this occurred. Who are you going to believe? Us, those good Freemasons, clad in 33s. The Order of the Eastern Turd, clad in 33s. And a rainbow in their emblem, I might add. The Rainbow Girls. Oh, sure. Oh, sure. The Chosen. Sure. And coincidentally, red and blue are the colors of Masonry. Red and blue appear on this flag with a pentagram, which is 33, and it's a 5-pointed star, correct? 5 points. The 5 points. Right? USA for 33 is just coincidentally 33, and the country was coincidentally founded by Freemasons. And the Washington Monument was coincidentally finished in 1833, which also gives you a 96 when you add it up, as above, so below, the micro and the macro. Lie and deceive the large, lie and deceive the small. Right? The Mac Daddy. Who's that? That's Zeus. Return of the Mac, right? Interstate 77. Red and blue for Masonry. Like on the flag. 77, coincidentally, I don't know if you're aware of this. When you translate 77 letters to numbers, guess what it is? It's OZ. And that's a coincidence. The Tower of Babel. What they were doing was building a tower unto heaven, and all speaking one language. It's exactly what they're doing now. Exactly. The Tower of Babel, 66. Languages, 33. Stealing, 33. The Fool on the Hill. All in an effort to fool one being and fool all his followers. The blind leading the blind. Right? Right? The blind leading the blind. That's where that saying comes from, and that's what it means. Spiritual sight is needed. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Jewish mysticism. Chaldean magic. Red and blue for Masonry. 42 on the shirt. Christ is 42. Logical is 42. Zeus in a body, 42. New Testament, 42. OZ, letters to numbers. It's also a coincidence that their main treatise, Do What Thou Wilt, shall be the whole of the law, comes from Liber Oz, Liber Liberty, Liber Oz, book 77. Like it's a coincidence that 77 is for Christ, 77 is for the Wizard of Oz, and behind my house growing up was Route 77. In good old Guilford, Connecticut, Ford. Oxford, 33, Harford. Goyim, which is what they consider Christ. Goy. That's it. Just nothing but a goy. Which is why he's always portrayed by a goy. Tom Cruise, Harrison Ford, and if not an actual goy, someone Keanu Reeves, someone who looks like a goy. A true God before common, 42. Zeus Yahweh, 44, Corinthians 4:4. Joshua the King of Kings, 77. Joshua picks an idiot, 77. 77 is for Christ, 77. New Testament. The New Testament is before Common Era, 77. On a tree, 33. 77 and 33, 110, which is also a 77. Because nobody was hung from a cross. On a tree, 33. Not a literal cross. Because why? Because they reversed all things. Passion of the Christ. Spiritual titles, Mel Gibson, 33. Catholic Church, CC for 33. Right? 42, magic number, 42. Zeus in a body, 42. Christ is 42. Make Zeus pay, 44. Shining, 44. Gump, 44. Forrest Gump is Christ mockery, 77. Justified, 33. Right. Raylan Givens, another depiction of Christ. Of course, they give him a cowboy hat and have him kill everything. Of course. And he works for the U.S. Marshals. Right. False God, 33. Damn right. Zeus is the creator, 77. 77 is for Christ as mentioned. 44s are for Christ is coincidentally 77. 114 is a 44 for Christ, 77. Coincidences do not exist at all. 114, right? Right. 11 times 4. Coincidence, 42. Why? Because it's a magic number. As is 77. As are all the duality numbers. As is all of Chaldean magic. 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, and 99. And numbers like 114 that land you on duality numbers, like 117, 114, 115, 113, 33. Christos, Greek, not Yiddish, right? Not, hey Ben, Shapiro, I'm not aware of the halakha that will occur, or whatever you said, because you're a fucking retard. Greeks, Ben Shapiro, Khazarian Ashkenazi lying bag of turd. For anyone who missed that video, it's back there in the chain of Ben Shapiro saying that Christ was a Jew and he got killed by the Roman Empire for his troubles. Negative. The God of this age, 77. It's two things. The God of this age, 77. The Wizard of Oz is 77. 77 is for Christ. Duality. Magic with a K, 33. Because this is what they believe in. Right? They believe in magic. And we're not talking about pulling a rabbit out of a hat here. They believe in committing human sacrifice and using the impending pure energy obtained via the sacrifice to practice witchcraft, give themselves worldly shit, and avenge themselves on enemies who've done nothing to them because they just run around murdering people indiscriminately because they've got daddy issues. Club 33. Right? Coincidence. As is all these comments about tasting the rainbow. They just like Skittles. Give me a fucking break. Stanley Kubrick, dunce and complete moron, just put the 8-pointed star of Ishtar, pyramids for deception, 42 and 42, B and C is the Rainbow Man, 77, there's a rainbow here, he's wearing a cloak or a hood. Sure, it's all a coincidence, and Mr. Kubrick was an absolute dunce who lucked into this image. All of Mr. Kubrick's work is complete luck. Not one shred of talent going on in Mr. Kubrick's work. Oh, no, no. Release date of Eyes Wide Shut is 7/16. That's a 77 and a 23. Right? The point I'm trying to drive home here is, and with every video, drive it home, is that nothing they tell you is a coincidence could possibly be. And the more you realize that, and the more you discuss it, and the more you think about it, and the more you run it around in your head, what they've actually done here, the more absolutely pissed off and disgusted I get. Because it is disgusting. You're disgusting. And I'm not talking about people who change, people on the fence that we're going to bring back. I'm not talking about people who've made mistakes. I'm talking about you pieces of shit that wake up every morning and they're like, I'm an occultist and I love it. And I'm an occultist and I'm going to go out and do all these occulty things today. You pieces of garbage. You witchcraft practicing fucking wastes of space, which is what you are. Christ is a sorcerer burning in hell in hot semen. Well, I don't think so. We'll see who's burning in hell in hot semen. And it's not going to be Christ, you fucking idiots. Why is all this imagery here? No reason at all. Right. Can't even believe they left this in there, to be perfectly honest with you. I can't even believe it, given that we're talking about Freemasons here. The 77 is for Zeus. 77. Zeus is the creator. 77. Jesus, Yeshua, beheld Satan's fall from heaven as lightning. Right? Why would it be lightning? Right? Right. And if coming is 2-3, and there are two sons and there are, and the one that was here was named Yeshua, and the other one's not named Yeshua, then who the fuck saw Satan fall? It's not Christ. It's Joshua. That's who saw him fall. Because they leave the story out. And don't tell me that the King James fucking Bible, Mario, don't tell me that thing's fucking legitimate. It's not. It's legitimate in the sense that there's truth in it. As far as being a fully complete document, it is fucking birdcage liner. Masonry, 33. Albert Pike, 33. This motherfucker's idea with a 33 draped around his neck. So give me a break. Just give me a complete fucking break. I hope you're having a good night thus far.